y'all doing out there? We're actually taking a little break from work right now because we are going down to the big RV show. Now, I also went to a museum. Didn't we go to that museum? Where was that at?
I don't remember where it was, but it was really cool.
Well, it was somewhere. Didn't we go to an RV museum somewhere?
Yeah, it was somewhere, Pete. I don't remember where it was at.
Gotta get that footage out so we can get those videos made. That was awesome. So we went to the RV museum in Amarillo, Texas, and it was actually pretty cool. But right now we're heading down to the Market Hall in Dallas, Texas, and we're gonna go. Did you find a coupon?
No.
Did you put in discount coupons RV show Dallas?
Why don't you do it yourself then, Pete, if you don't fucking believe me? See what I gotta fucking put up with? An asshole that never believes anything I tell you.
I'm not an asshole. Okay. When I was looking at Market Hall, if you go to Market Hall, it'll say where to get discount tickets.
Okay, then why didn't you tell me that to begin with?
Well, I was trying to tell you. You weren't listening to me. What we're doing is we are going
Skipping
down.
work is what we're doing. We should be working. We haven't worked in like 2 weeks.
When you were a little kid in elementary school, did you play hooky? Did you ever?
I never played hooky in elementary school.
Oh.
High school, yeah, all the time.
We used to.
But no,
you never ditched
elementary
school in
I was a
elementary
good
school?
kid. I wasn't a fucking. I didn't ditch school in elementary.
We
My
did.
God.
Me and my buddy Shane,
it.
we used to ditch school and go downtown Denver and
I
hang
believe
out.
it.
We used to walk all the way downtown, then hang out, go to Woolworths. You ever heard of Woolworths? May DNF. About May DNF.
Never heard.
About Larmer Street. You ever heard of that? So yeah, that was fun old days. We used to ditch school, man. And we even played the old trick where we wrote our own sick notes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody tried to do that. But did they get away with it? That's the real question. Man, you look like old Granny there with your headset on.
30 degrees outside.
Wow. So we're heading down to the RV show. And you know, I like these shows because when I was a little kid, it goes back to being a little kid. You know, my dad used to take us to the RV shows. Did you know that?
Yeah, you told me, so you could get drunk for free.
Basically, that's what it was. Because back in those days, when you went to these events, it was kind of like going to Las Vegas. They gave you free liquor. Or they did in Denver anyway, okay? But you go to these shows like this RV show, and there'd be free beer and free booze, and you'd get to go to the shows and get drunk, and they wanted you to get drunk so you can sign those papers. But you know what was also there is they'd have all, and I'm sure they're going to have them at this show, but they have these little boxes and you fill your name out, you know, and then they'll pull your name out and you might win a prize, but that's really not what it was. It was a mailing list is basically what it was.
Well, now that you're grown up, you realize that's what
but we were all excited when we were little kids, you know, we'd fill every one we could out because we thought we were going to win an RV or something or whatever they were giving away. Of course, we never won anything. They probably took ours and threw it in the trash when they saw that it was a little kid riding. Am I right?
Probably.
Yeah. But you know, so it was pretty fun when I was a little kid and we used to go to the RV shows and boat, and then they had the boat shows, and then I went to a couple shows that were 18-wheelers, big trucks. And but I always liked the RV ones because it was pretty cool to walk inside them and, you know, imagine me being that rich to actually own something like that. You know what I mean?
I guess we can go do the same thing today.
Yeah.
Imagine
that's what we're doing, but it was just really fun.
We're not buying one.
Okay, I didn't say we were buying. Who said we were buying?
I didn't say
I never
you
said
did
nothing
either,
about
man.
buying anything.
Everything's not about you.
But we weren't going to buy nothing. We were just going to go there and check it out.
And I didn't.
So we're going to the RV show, and I'm actually excited. How about you?
I was, until you just freaking pissed me off.
What did I do?
Pete.
I thought you said we weren't going to buy nothing. I was just agreeing with you.
I wasn't saying it to you, like, no, Pete, we can't buy that.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were saying it to them. You were talking to them.
Yeah, because you're trying to be argumentative and start
I'm not trying to argue. I'm not arguing about nothing. I'm excited.
I don't even...
I'm excited and I want to go to the RV show and I want to hang out.
I'm ready for you to turn the fucking camera off.
Oh my gosh, here we go with that again.
Yeah.
Jeez. So, we're going to the RV show. And
it's gonna be a long fucking day.
Me and Minnie are actually thinking about, they make these tents. And I don't know if anybody out, I'm sure somebody out there is watching this video seeing them. And we've only seen these things online, but they're actually pretty cool. And what they do is they mount on the bed of your truck and they convert your truck into like a living area. I mean, these things are like pretty cool. Some of them actually open up and they got sides on them, and in front of your truck bed there and the tailgate, it's like a living area, and then your bed's up on top. And am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping that we're going to see some of those there. Now, are we going to see some? I don't know. You know, when I was a little kid, we didn't have an RV. We were lucky to have a canvas tent. You know how they have tent material today?
Yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, they didn't have tents like that. The tents they had back when I was a kid were like these Green Army canvas tents with aluminum poles, and took like 6 hours to put the thing up, and it weighed 5,000 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Have you ever seen one of those kind?
Yep.
Yeah. You know, speaking of those Army green tents, me and my brother, and I'm just bringing this up, you know, randomly throwing it out there since we were talking about tents. What are you doing?
I'm looking for something.
What are you looking for?
None of your fucking business.
Okay. Can I go ahead and finish the story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I don't even know if I ever told you about this, but I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody.
Turned off, the better.
When we were kids and we were, you know, we were buying cars and fixing them up. Because when I was a kid, you had to buy your own car. Mommy and Daddy didn't buy a car for you. Mommy and Daddy didn't buy your insurance and give you credit cards for gas.
Quit starting an argument, Pete.
Who's starting arguments? I'm talking about when I was a
Why
kid.
are you talking like that?
I'm not talking nothing. I'm talking reality, real shit going on.
Quit bringing that stuff up, man. Can't you just be in a good...
When I was a kid, when we were kids, we had to buy our own stuff. We had to mow lawns. We had to have paper routes. We had to do what we had to do to survive. And most of the time we ended up giving our money to our mom because our dad left us. You want me to go ahead and get into that while we're at it?
Yeah, might as well.
You know, how my dad was a violent alcoholic and dumped my mom with 6 kids. Yeah, we don't want to go there though. Because we're talking about when we used to buy cars when we were kids and we'd build hot rods. Well, we lived in Colorado. Okay? You see what I'm saying? We lived out in Colorado, and it was freezing ass cold in the wintertime. So my brother had this great idea that what we should do is go to the military surplus store and buy one of these giant military issue tents. You see what I'm saying? Huh? So we went and bought this giant tent, okay? Hang on 1 second, people, please. Okay, do we put the chip in first or what?
I don't know. Figure it out, Pete.
Looks like it goes in that way. What's your code?
It's your code, Pete.
Your code is my code on this card?
Yes.
So it's the same code as the one I got?
I don't know why. Every time he turns the camera on, he intentionally has to piss me off. And he does it on purpose because he wants me to get mad so y'all can see me pissed off. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say. Here.
That's why I don't like to go anywhere with you.
Oh my God. Can you count that to make sure the bank gave us the right money? Being a corporate situation that we're in.
It's a fucking machine. Believe me, it's not.
But you don't know. You don't know. They might screw us around. Machine, you know, that's what the world's coming to, is machines.
Yeah, why don't you get on a tirade about that now?
Okay. I forgot to hit the no button. Damn it. I think we'll be alright. Okay, we were talking about tents and we were talking about camping, and we kind of lost track and we started talking about cars. Anyway, what I was telling you is that when I was a kid and we had to buy our own cars. Did you see that guy look at me like, what? What are you looking at?
He already thinks you're an asshole.
Oh, that's all right. I don't care.
Pulling up
I don't
to
care.
the first one, you pulled up to the back one, so you made him go around you instead of being courteous
all right.
like most people.
That's okay. That's all right. Maybe it'll wake him up. You know, he had to do something. Oh, I'm sorry. I made it hard for him to do something in life. Oh,
you don't even know that
gosh.
person, Pete.
I made it hard for
You don't
him to
even
do
know
something.
that person.
Hey, it's the
might be-
iGen situation that says it's the generation that
Okay,
doesn't want to do
all
anything
you
for
people
themselves.
out there, just to let you know, Pete pretty much hates every one of you. So, you know.
Okay, you can think that if you want. Okay, I don't even know why you said that. That's
Because
bullshit.
that's how you act.
No, I'm not. I was talking about me and my brother. Where did we go with this angle? Where did this story come up?
Just drop it and turn the fucking
Can I go
camera
ahead and
off.
talk about the tent?
Just turn the camera off. This is ridiculous.
It was freezing cold in the wintertime, and my brother had like 2 or 3 Chevy
you can't even
trucks.
have a good time. Go anywhere and have a good time.
Had a Chevy truck. I had a, believe it or not, I had a V8 Vega. It was like a 72 model V8 Vega, and it was the kind that looked like a little Corvette. No, not a Corvette. It looked like a little Camaro. It had a 327 with a Muncie 4-speed in it. And the person that I got it from, guess what he did? Guess what he did?
Got thrown in jail.
No, he painted the engine yellow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it looked pretty cool with the chrome. So anyway, we wanted to paint our cars, you know, and jazz them up, but we couldn't do it outside in the on the street, you know, or in the driveway, you know. So what we did is we went and got this big giant tent, this Army surplus tent, and we set that bitch up right there on the street. And it was big enough to hold 2 cars in it. We kept it up there for like 3 or 4 months while it was snowing and raining. And the neighbors didn't care. They didn't care. They actually thought it looked pretty cool sitting in the street. I'm actually surprised the city didn't come around and tell us to move it. Have you ever seen one of them tents?
Sure.
You know, those MASH 407 tents, those big giant ones? Yeah, that's what it was. It was pretty cool. That was basically our shop. You could say that might have been my first shop. We didn't do any work for anybody else, so we just worked on our own stuff. But, you know, we were on the subject of tents. We were on camping and RVs, so I thought I'd bring that up. Do you got any stories of camping when you were a kid, or
Nope.
did you ever go camping?
Nope.
So you never spent the night in an RV, or? Now, we did use an RV for a while. We used our buddy Frank's RV. Remember that? Did you like that? Was that fun?
Well,
Traveling around and...
it was all right. I mean, considering we were going to car shows and we were going to work, yeah, it was great.
Well, now who's bitching about what? I didn't bring that up. I was asking about traveling around in an RV. I didn't bring up, you know, bitching and complaining about car shows. We were camping in the RV and we were having fun. Am I right or wrong?
Yep.
Except when the transmission blew up. And we ended up staying in the rebuilt transmission parking lot for 4 nights. Remember that? That kind of sucked. And they didn't even do a good job rebuilding the transmission, because when we got back to Dallas, the transmission blew out again. Remember that? Yeah, it's a real fucking joke. So there's good things about RVs and there's bad things. My opinion about RVs is they're very expensive, for one, and if you're going to get 20 miles to a gallon on the highway with your truck, get a RV trailer and hook it up, and I guarantee you're going to get about 10 miles to a gallon. Is it a good idea to have an RV, or is it a good idea to travel and stay in motels? You know, I mean, you can look at both of them the same way, and I guarantee you'll probably spend less money driving around and staying in motels than you will hanging out and living in RVs. What do you think about that?
This day and age, yeah, because they charge you a fortune to park one overnight.
Yeah, I think there was a visitor we had at our shop. Now he went from, where was he at, Minnesota? or some
He was
bullshit.
up north somewhere.
Or Ohio or something up there. And he was going all the way to California, and they were going to stay on the road for what, 5 months or some
3
shit?
or 4 months.
And they bought this little trailer, this
Pull
little
behind.
RV pull behind that cost him, he paid $2,000 for it. And it had some pull-outs on it, but they were the tent-style pull-outs. They weren't walls. So when you folded it out, it was like half tent, half RV. And they were planning on staying on the road. And he was telling us that he was spending like $45, $50 a night just to park his RV, 55, 60 bucks a night. Wow.
You get motel.
I mean, you know, me and Minnie, the body shop girl, you know, we go cheap. All right, we'll go to the dirtiest, rottenest, lowball fucking hotel room we can find on the road if we stay in that hotel. Most of the time we end up sleeping in the truck, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because, you know, we like driving anyway. We're like semi-truck drivers. Okay, when we get on the road, we're driving and we're having a good time and we're seeing sceneries and checking shit out, going to the truck stops and hanging out. And, you know, it's the truck driver life. So, yeah, I would rather sleep in the truck. But when we do get a motel, we find the cheapest, low-ballest one we can find because we're not paying no $100 fucking dollars a night for a motel. Am I right or wrong?
Yep.
So it all depends on how you deal with the situation of actually, you know, traveling down the road. So we're going to go down and look at these RVs, and we're going to see if it's a deal or a steal of a deal that you're going to get yourself involved in when ordering or purchasing one of these RVs. And we're also going to talk to some of these people because I guarantee you these guys are going to talk to us. And why is this 18-wheeler stopping? What's going on with this guy?
Pete, just
Okay.
stay on point and turn the camera on.
All right. So we're going to go down there and check it out, and we're going to see what it's all about. We're going to talk to some of these guys, and of course they're going to try to sell us their item, and they're going to tell us how much better theirs is compared to that guy's, right?
I'm sure they're not going to be shitty to their neighbors.
But we might see some good stuff.
Away from each other.
Well, I'm not going to, you know, go 5 feet away and then have a argument war who's better than who. I mean, I'm talking about this guy over here on this side of the hall over
you're
there.
quite the instigator.
Okay. So what we'll do is,
Sure, you'll talk really
and I'm
loud.
sure they're going to have some gadgets and gizmos that, you know, are going to save you time and money to use, and we're going to get some good angles on that stuff. So you're going to want to see this if you're an RV guy or girl, and you've always wanted one of these, and you've never been able to go to one of these shows. You're watching the best video on YouTube right here today with my friend Pete, Minnie the Body Shop Girl, as we travel down the road to go check these things out for you, not us. Am I right?
We can't afford one.
We can't afford it. I gotta get over, and this guy's drag racing me now, so I can't, you bitch. Okay. So we'll see you later, and we're gonna be at the show and try to see what we can do. Why the fuck did you blink your lights at me, bitch? Why did he blink his lights at me?
Turn your windshield wipers on and watch the car ahead of you, Pete.
Alright, let's get down the road and get to the car show. It's raining, it's drizzling, it's cold out, and it's a good day to go to the RV show. And make sure you check out my other RV show, movie, video, where we went to the antique RV place. That one was awesome.
Yeah,
That was
was
pretty
really
cool.
cool.
Yeah. Alright, we gotta go and take it easy. Precision fucking demolition. Fuck off, asshole. I tried to go around an 18-wheeler.
So what?
Now, hold on a minute. Let me explain this. So, I'm going around this fucking 18-wheeler. I got my turn signal on. This guy's like 150 feet away, and he sees me turn my turn signal, and he drag races up so I can't get in front of him. And then when I do get in front of him to go around the 18-wheeler, he starts flashing his fucking headlights at me.
Why can't you ignore it, Pete?
Because it pisses me off, that's why. He's road rage.
Yeah.
Road rage asshole.
You are. Exactly. You called it.
Turn the camera off.
Thank God.